Hi, this is Cristina here from the Tumbleweed Venture YouTube channel. As some of you may know, I am not into politics or religion or anything that defines me or likes to label me. I actually don't like labels. I would have never thought that I would actually meet a politician that I genuinely like. That was like, this is not gonna happen in my life. Amazingly enough, I met a woman called Deedra Abboud, and she has been running as a US Senate. Woo, I hear some cheers here. What was I saying? Yes, Deedra Abboud, who has been running for US Senate, and she really changed my mind. I'm not saying that I'm going to be going into politics or having a political view. When we can see each other at the level of the soul, with the eyes of the soul, and we're able to go beyond the identification, then we are able to connect at divine level. So I would like to introduce you to Deedra Abboud and the experience that I had with her. Enjoy the interview. And we even did a laughter heart salutation, which was amazing. Enjoy the interview with amazing Deedra Abboud. Woohoo! Woo! Way, baby! Hi, this is Cristina from the Tumbleweed Venture YouTube channel, Chasing Adventures, and I'm here today with Deedra Abboud, and she's running for Senate, for US Senate, and I'm really excited because I'm not into politics, but when I saw you, to me you represent courage and total inspiration for women. And I'm actually might go into politics because of you now.
We definitely need to change it. We need to bring more compassion and love and caring and thinking about the big picture in politics instead of just being out for me and money.
I love that. I love that. And that's, I think, one of the things that stops me from getting involved in politics is because there's no compassion. And when you're now saying you got to bring compassion into it, it's beautiful. Okay, your tag is United We Rise.
Right.
Right, and I love that. And how do we overcome the boundaries of identifications that humans create, like gender, skin color, age, culture, religion? How do we rise above that?
I mean, it takes personal dedication, number one. I mean, you have to make your own decisions first on how you're going to show up. And then you also have to stop wearing the clothes that other people give you, right? So as other people are pouring stuff onto you, you've got to learn how to say, yeah, that's not mine, and I don't have to take it. And when you make that decision, then you're not offended, and so then you can engage without the defense, and that's primary. Once you make the decision, and then you know who you are and what you can recognize that you don't have to wear the clothes they give you, then you can engage with people, and then you can be strong enough to bring that compassion. You can understand that people are not always coming from their best selves place either, but everything starts with you. It's how you see yourself. It's how you are comfortable with yourself enough to make those decisions for you.
Yes, I love that. Because at the core, the way I see things, it's at the core of everything is to have radical acceptance for each other.
Right.
No matter, our color of skin, or if you wear a scarf and I don't. I do wear a scarf too, by the way, but I love scarves. I got scarves everywhere. But like, to really connect at the human level. And I think that's something that you brought into. Like, for me, at least, that's the message you're giving me, and that's why I'm here today. I wouldn't be here. I've never ever been in any political speech or anything in my life, and I really loved your message, and I really hope that you get to go where you need to go.
I will go where I need to go.
Yes.
We
Yes.
always go where we need to go.
Yes.
We just don't always understand why we're there.
Yes, that is true. That is true. And whatever happens, I feel that it's good. Everything is always good. That's what I want to say. That you have planted a seed.
I often say that I am a seed planter. That's my job. My job's not to change people's minds. It's not to convince them of things. My job is to plant a seed. It is not my job to cultivate that seed.
It's beautiful. I'm not into politics, so actually I don't really know good politics question to ask. So, but in a nutshell, what is the message that you want to give to the world?
We need to know who we are more personally, and we need to accept that everybody else is coming from a sincere place. It may not be a healthy place, but it's a sincere place. And if we understand that they're coming, it may be out of fear, but they're coming from a sincere place. And if we understand they're coming from a sincere place, we can have that compassion to react the way we need to react to where they're coming from, without judgment, without defense, with love, but still holding people accountable, because this is not about weakly standing by and letting injustice stand, or letting hate stand, or letting fear-based decisions stand, or anything that hurts another human being or animal or environment stand. You have to stand up to these things, but it's understanding that people are doing the best thing they can with what they have.
I love that. People are always doing the best that they can with what they have. And so we have to have a forgiving heart,
Right.
right?
And try to give them a few more seeds so they have a few more
Yes.
tools so they can come back better.
Yes.
You know, but without judgment. You know,
Yes.
everybody has to grow and get to where they need to go at their own pace, and there's no correct pace. But we can either be helpers or we can be inhibitors, and
Yes.
I like to be a helper.
Yes.
But again, it's not a weakness, it's a strength.
Yes.
It's knowing your own boundaries. It's
Yes.
knowing what you will accept and not accept, not letting someone take an advantage of you. You can still be a helper and not be a carpet that people get to walk on.
Right, right. People are very judgmental. A lot of people are. I don't want to generalize, but a lot of people are. When I tell them that, for example, my son is Muslim and I was married to a Muslim, and so I'm just wondering for you, because you're very apparent a Muslim, and people don't often know actually what Islam is and what a Muslim is. And I've lived in Africa, I was married to a Muslim, so I have a different perspective of it. But I see that there is a lot of judgment.
You know, in the end, I mean, we sometimes the United States can be judgmental on many things, judgmental, but you know, there's a lot of misunderstanding, and there's a huge industry that's very well funded with the intention of promoting that misunderstanding, because in order to pay for a lot of things, in order to fundraise for a lot of things, we've got to have a conflict.
Right.
So, you know, it's our turn.
Yes.
But, you know, in general, religions are how people interpret their relationship with a higher power. And two people can read the same passages and get different messages.
Yes.
And then you have, on top of religion, you have culture. And so a lot of things people think is religion is actually culture, including people who practice the religion.
Yes.
And so it's just understanding that, you know, judge people for what they do, say, and act instead of rumors.
Yes.
Get to know your neighbors.
Absolutely.
Your neighbors are not scary. You know, sometimes they're not nice, but, you know, generally, you know, if you can get past the uncomfortable meeting part,
Yes.
you know, your neighbors are great people usually, and you should be concerned about people who are trying to make you fear your neighbors, because there's usually an agenda there, and it's not from a place of love, and things that don't come from a place of love should always be suspect.
Absolutely, yeah. If somebody is saying, be careful about that one over there, well, what does it tell you about that one over there?
Right.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Deedra, for sharing your thoughts today. I really, really appreciate it, and I really feel, you know, connected to you at, you know, a human level. And I practice laughter wellness, and this is the way I connect people. And so I would like to ask you if you would like to do a laughter heart salutation with me today.
Always.
Yes. Okay, let's do
You
it.
saw from my speech, I like to make people laugh.
Okay, let's do it. So this is how it goes. So I put a hand on your heart. Your heart is here, right?
Take this off so you can actually kind of sort of get to it.
Thank you. I will be removing labels here to connect to the heart. Okay, so I'm gonna place. Is it okay if I? And then you're gonna place your hand on my heart also.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna laugh and giggle.
Just continuously.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem laughing. It's one of my favorite things.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.